Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum CS Pro users. Tutorial on Forcase statement. In this tutorial, we will learn how to use the Forcase statement to identify partially saved cases and complete them. In this tutorial, I am going to use the Popston application and data from the Popston census folder that is in the example folder. Before we get to the logic, we will look at the application and how it works so that it is easy to understand while we are working on the logic. I am using the same application I used for backup and restoring the data tutorials. After logging in, choose View Partially Saved Households from the menu that appears. You will get all the partially saved households ID on your screen. Choose any household ID you want to complete. Following that, a message will be displayed indicating which household ID you have chosen. Following the error message, you will by return to the menu screen. Now from the menu, choose Conduct Household Interview. You will receive a message with yes and no options. Select yes if you want to resume the interview from the last position where you left it in the selected household ID. When you compare the selected household ID to the ID displayed on the screen, they should match. Let's look at another example. Choose another household ID to interview and then choose Conduct Household Interview from the menu. When you choose yes, the case will begin at the point where you left the interview in the selected household ID. The selected household ID and the ID displayed on the screen will be the same. Let's look at another example. If we want to start an interview for a new household, you will not select View Partially Saved Households at this time. After logging in, simply select the Conduct Household Interview option from the menu. The new case will be available for interview. It is now time to see the logic. In the menu application, I declared a string list called interview value set and a numeric dummy variable called partially saved case in prog global. The index number 9 is stored in the cell underscore option dummy variable when we select view partially saved households from the enumerator menu option. If the stored value in the cell underscore option is 9, we call the user defined function view list partially in the if statement. A list is similar to an one-dimensional array but without a defined size. That is, a list is a collection of values, either numeric or string, that can grow or shrink in size. As a result, we must use the clear function to clear the list. If we do not do this, the list will grow by duplication every time you choose View Partially Saved Households. At this line, using the setFile function will assign the data file with the dictionary. I am using the Forcase statement to run one or more statements within a loop for each case in a file open as an external dictionary. If you only want to access partially saved cases, we must use the dictionary access parameters. I am doing this with case status. Use the value to access only partially saved case partial. The second parameter is optional. Use order with ascending to view the list in ascending order. More information can be found in the set access statement help. Use the list object add to add a single value or a list of values to the end of a list. In the brackets, the first part is optional. In the second part, use the key function. the function returns a string containing the key. This loop will continue until the partially saved case is found among all the cases. At this line, use the list object show to show the list which is saved in the interview value set. In the brackets, the heading is optional. When you select the ID from the list, the index number will be saved in the dummy variable. For example, if we select the third ID, the index number 3 will be saved in the dummy variable instead of case ID. If the value is not equal to 0, then the else statement will be executed. Otherwise, these lines of code will run. We choose the third ID, so the statement in the else will be executed. I am using a substring expression to view the case ID that I choose from the list. First, use the list name, then pass the index number stored in the dummy variable, and finally use the minus sign with 18 to indicate the size. This means starting from the 18th position on the right side. In return, we will get the case ID in the error message. Set the flag value to 2201. You can enter any value. We will use this flag when we begin the household interview. If the flag value is 201, the application will begin with a partially selected household interview. Otherwise, it will begin with a new case. After assigning the value, the cursor will move back to the menu app login ID item and the menu screen will be displayed. The user-defined function HH-interview is executed when you select Conduct Household Interview from the menu screen. I already discovered the PFF in my tutorial Create PFF and Menu. For more information, please see this tutorial. The link can be found in the description box. In this PFF, I use if-else statement to determine whether the household interview application will be open for a partially completed case or a new case. Complete the partially saved case, we save the value 201 in the flag variable. If the stored value is 201 in the flag variable, then open the selected household in modify mode to complete it. Otherwise, open the application for a new case. The way to get the key is the same as we discussed in the view HH list partially function. I hope this tutorial will assist you in creating an application for your tablet and will be able to perform better on the field. Keep on learning and goodbye.